LEGO has released hundreds of Star Wars sets, and some of these sets are extremely weird. There's a ton of good and bad sets in LEGO Star Wars, but some sets fall into its own weird and unique category, and I compiled a list of what I think are the 6 weirdest Star Wars sets. Most of these strange sets are either from a unique period of time in LEGO Star Wars, or just a type of set that we never got to see again. None of these are necessarily bad, just different. Jumping right to it, we have a very strange but a very cool one. These are the Cube Dude sets that I'm sure most of you have forgotten about or didn't even know existed. These sets were exclusive for the 2010 San Diego Comic-Con, and they're amazing small sets that are incredibly unique. Despite how cool I actually think these are, they are very weird, but in a good way. I really wish LEGO continued and made more Cube Dude sets, but I think this might have been the origins to what we know now as Brickheads, which is the running sub-theme in LEGO Star Wars for most themes at this point. Another weird set that is beloved by many fans is the Darth Maul bust set that released all the way back in 2001. This was a strange set in the sense that it was the only one of its kind. We didn't see any busts like this ever again, only full buildable characters as well as helmets. This was also a much larger set than any of the helmets that are in a similar category and retailed for $150 back in the day. The build looks fairly weird with lifeless eyes and a strange mouth, and I think today LEGO would be able to do a much better job in the same scale and perhaps even a smaller scale. The Technic line of LEGO Star Wars is a sub-theme that vanished early after its release, and although it is a very cool idea and some of the droid-based sets look really good, some of the other sets such as the Technic Stormtrooper didn't turn out that good and looked very weird. Overall, I can see why LEGO thought this would be a cool line of sets to release, but I can also see why they decided to stop releasing new sets like this, as standard buildable characters look much better. The LEGO Star Wars The Battle of Hoth is an interesting Star Wars set, as it is structured to be a board game and not a regular playset. This is a really cool concept, and as a kid I loved seeing this set on shelves, and I wish I picked it up back in the day. It seems to be an interesting game with a set of incredible micro figures that I am fairly certain are exclusive to this set. The concept of this set is a bit weird though, comparing to the standard LEGO Star Wars set, and worth including on this list. Next we have a set that hasn't even been released yet, which is the Creative Play Droid Builder set releasing later this year. It is a cool set if you're a kid and like the scale buildable figure to play with, but for a 25th anniversary set it is quite weird and in all honesty not that great. I think the only reason why you'd want to buy this set as a collector is for the 25th anniversary layer, which isn't that good either. I think LEGO made this a 25th anniversary set purely to get more people buying this generally uninteresting set. The final set on this list goes all the way back to the year 2000, and it's the Pod Racing Bucket. Although it's in a way just a standard pod racer set, it is the only set that came in a bucket like this, and the only set to include these pod racers. A cool concept and pod racers that I'd love to see modern versions of. I think it's a weird set purely for the bucket, and just the overall vibe of the set is a bit strange in my opinion. Comment down below whether you agree or not on this one. That is it for the list of what I think are the 6 weirdest LEGO Star Wars sets. Comment your thoughts down below, and if you haven't already, consider liking the video as it supports me a ton. Other than that, God bless you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.